If you have been waking in the small hours for no clear reason, if your chest has tightened without a nameable cause, if a quiet unrest has followed you through ordinary tasks, hear this: it is not random. You did not stumble here by accident. You were led. Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Tonight, heaven presses close. What you are about to hear is a direct and urgent appeal to your heart. Nothing in your life is by chance. Providence is at work even in what feels like delay, detour, or disappointment. Receive these words as a devotional, prayerful meditation meant to help you discern God's will, not a new doctrine, not a command to credulity, but a gentle lamp for your feet in a dim corridor. Let the Church's wisdom be your compass. Weigh all things, hold fast what is good, and remain anchored in the Word and the sacraments. There is a grace approaching you, swift as dawn over a quiet sea, that will alter the course of your days. You have prayed, you have wept, you have waited, and now a window opens. It is not a window that gapes forever. It is a weather, a holy now. Behold, now is the favorable time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. To receive what is being offered, you will be asked to do 3 simple but costly things. Listen with the heart, believe beyond what your eyes can measure, and act with a courage born of trust. Pause with me. Breathe slowly. Bring to mind the restlessness that has walked beside you, those nights, those questions, those unspoken fears. Place them in God's hands for the next few moments. Ask for the grace to notice His nearness. If tears come, let them be a washing. If silence comes, let it be a cradle. Providence has been weaving behind the veil. Tonight, a thread is drawn forward for you to see. Before we step further, a gentle reminder. Public revelation is complete in Christ and handed down in Scripture and tradition. What follows is offered as spiritual reflection, a motherly cadence to awaken hope and holy readiness. Test it in prayer. Bring it to confession and counsel. Let it serve your deeper fidelity to Jesus. Now, as the window opens and the heart grows still, we cross the threshold together. Keep your hands open. Keep your gaze lifted. The moment you have sensed in your spirit is nearer than you think. Let us begin the journey into the heart of this message, why you were led here, and how heaven has been attending to you all along. Beloved child, you did not arrive here alone. You were guided by a hand that has counted every tear you thought no one saw, traced every scar beneath your calm face, and stood beside your bed when the night felt endless. The sigh you could not shape into words was still a prayer, and it was heard. No murmur was wasted, no ache ignored. What seemed like silence was a careful weaving behind the veil, threads drawn from losses, delays, and detours, forming a design you could not yet read. I have watched you in the small hours when the heart tightens and the mind circles the same questions. I have gathered the tears that fell in secret and held them like pearls against my heart. I know the wound and the thorn. I know where you feel weakest, and I am not ashamed to meet you there. The answer you have longed for does not bow to clocks or calendars. It arrives by an appointed hour, and that hour draws near. The door you could not force will open without strain. What resisted you will yield, and what once frightened you will serve your good. Take courage. You were not overlooked. You were prepared. The path that felt like wandering was a corridor to this moment. And now, as the grace approaches, one thing remains. Make room for it. The heart must have space for what is coming, space cleared of what cannot carry into the new. Breathe with me, and let us begin to ready the inner house for the gift at the door. Open the inner door and make space. Lay down the heavy stones you have carried, bitterness that sours the tongue, resentment that tightens the chest, unbelief that shadows every sunrise. Release the grip of yesterday. Do not polish old wounds or rehearse old sentences. Take them from the altar of your memory and place them into my hands. Forgive the names that still sting. Cancel the ledger of debts you keep against yourself and others. Let the past be past. Do not drag its chains across the threshold I am opening. Choose this day. Call it holy. Call it new. Say with your whole being, I am ready to receive what has been prepared for me. Readiness is not noise or frenzy. It is a quiet, deliberate yes. It is the unclenching of the fist, the loosening of the jaw, the steady breath that yields control. Where fear whispers, answer with trust. Where suspicion circles, answer with blessing. Where the heart argues, answer with obedience. Seal it aloud so your soul can hear you. Write in the comments, with God I am stronger. Let these words be your banner and your boundary. They are not a slogan, they are consent. As you consent, the rust breaks, the hinges move, and the room fills with clean air. Now the heart is light enough to notice what I am doing and strong enough to take the next step when I speak. Hear the summons that finds you now. Among a million voices, this one reaches you by design, not chance. The thread that led you here was woven long before today. Every detour you called mistake was a hidden guidepost. I set within you a holy unrest that refused easy answers, an ache no noise could soothe, so your searching would bring you to this precise door. Do not despise the ache. It is the bell I rang in your depths. You say your days move in circles, that you return to the same edges and nothing yields. I tell you, you are not forgotten. Your name is held, your steps are counted, your seasons are known. What looked like stagnation was staging. While you saw stillness, I arranged timings, faces, and turns you could not see. The signal is green. The hour draws near. Do not delay your yes. Let urgency be simple. Listen and answer. Rise from the chair of hesitation. Gather your attention like a flame cupped against the wind and bring it to me. Say with steady courage, I am ready and I will follow. As you consent, alignments quicken. The right words, the right path, the right opening move towards you, and you will recognize them when they arrive. Hold this summons in your chest. The step before you will meet your feet. Withdraw your consent from the whisper that says you are unworthy. Renounce the inner judge that rehearses your failures and calls them your name. Shame is not your shepherd. Let it fall like an old garment. I do not speak to you as a stranger tolerated at the edge of my house, but as family welcomed at the table. Lift your head. You are wanted. You are chosen. You are precious. No sentence of condemnation stands over the one who turns toward me. Your dignity is not a wage you earn by perfection. It is a gift sealed upon you, and I will not revoke it. Cooperate with grace. Agree with what I say about you. Bless what I bless in you. Speak your name the way heaven speaks it, beloved son, beloved daughter, and let that truth set the terms for your thoughts and decisions. When you align with my word over your life, capacity expands, provision flows, doors answer, and the cup does not tremble at the brim. Refuse the narratives that shrink your heart. Refuse the labels that keep you small. Choose to live from the center I have established within you. Let this agreement become your daily breath. I receive who I am, and I will walk as one who is loved. Hold this name like armor and move forward with a steady step. What meets you will recognize the seal you carry. The adversary prowls at the edges of your thoughts, rifling through old files and pinning your gaze to scenes of failure. He loops the worst moments until they feel like prophecy, smearing truth with half-remembered shadows. Refuse his edit of your story. Close the courtroom where accusation sits as judge and memory is forced to testify against you. I was there in every hour you call a defeat, and none of it was wasted. What pressed you did not crush you, it tempered you. The nights that stretched like iron, the disappointments that ached in your bones, the weakness that embarrassed you, these became the forge and the anvil. Endurance was hammered into shape. Wisdom settled into your joints. Quiet courage grew roots beneath the surface. You are stronger than the storm that trained you. Now the latch you could not find is turning. A door stands open before you, not by your leverage, but by my key. Step out of the posture of the wounded and stand as one who is claimed. Let your mouth agree with heaven and cut a new path with sound. Say it aloud, I am not forsaken. I will see good unfold in the land of the living. Grace goes before me. Mercy surrounds me. Strength rises within me. Speak it until your bones remember. Lift your head, gather your heart, and move your foot to the threshold. What answers you is victory, not the past. Lay down disbelief like a dulled blade. Place fear, anxiety, and the habit of carrying everything alone into my hands. Breathe. You are not kept safe by worry. You are kept by my faithfulness. Anxiety is not intercession. It is a storm that exhausts without steering. Do not consult dread for counsel. Let your thoughts be quieted like a sea under my word, and let peace take its rightful seat within you. Entrust the clock to me. My hour is never late and never hurried. Delays have been ripening what you cannot yet see. Alignments have matured behind the veil. When the moment arrives, what resisted will yield in an instant. Courage here is a steady yes before the hinge turns, a readiness to move when I whisper, and to be still when I rest my hand upon your shoulder. Release the urge to control outcomes through overthinking. Choose trust. Look again at the corridors of your past and find the mercy in closed doors. They were shields, not slights, diversions that spared you smaller rooms and crooked halls. What others meant for harm, I folded into good. Surrender is not collapse, it is ordered strength. Unclench the fist, loosen the jaw, lift your eyes. Say in the quiet, I trust you with the timing. I trust you with the outcome. With your heart steadied and your hands light, you will begin to notice the marks I have set along your way. With your heart steadied and your hands light, the marks along your way begin to stand out. A thought arrives like a clear bell. Call this person now, take that turn, wait one more day, and when you heed it, the path loosens. A conversation lands at the exact hour you needed courage, and the right word finds you through an unexpected voice. In the middle of noise, a consoling peace settles over you like a mantle. Strength appears where you were certain you had none. These are not accidents. They are quiet lessons. the gentle tutoring of heaven. At times you notice repeating sequences, a clock catching your eye at the same moment, numbers like 1111 or 22 tracing your days. Receive them as small taps on the shoulder, reminders to lift your gaze, to bless, to pray. Do not chase patterns or bind your hope to them. Let them remain what they are, soft bells, not chains. By night, guidance may come clothed as dreams. Some soothe and steady, others unsettle and correct, yet both can turn your feet toward life. When you wake with a clear nudge or a purifying sorrow, take note. Test what you receive by its fruits: humility, charity, courage, the willingness to forgive. Obstacles too have spoken. Doors that shut, plans that unraveled, friendships that faded, none were wasted. What you called loss often served as a redirection, a hand on your shoulder steering you from corridors that would have narrowed your soul. And the desert, those dry spans where prayer felt thin and days felt empty, was not abandonment. It was training, thinning the appetite for noise, teaching your heart to find water deep beneath the surface. If remaining where you are has begun to feel like wearing shoes 2 sizes too small, pay attention. Growth often announces itself as holy discomfort with the circles and habits that once fit you. Bless what has been, release what cannot come with you, and stand ready without contempt or haste. Notice also the new hunger for prayer rising like a tide. You find yourself reaching for silence, for the word, for the simple act of placing your day in God's hands. This is preparation. Great gifts require vessels made ready, clean, widened, brave. Hold all these pieces together and a picture emerges, a divine mosaic, each tile ordinary on its own, luminous when joined. Gratitude brightens the colors, obedience aligns the edges. As you thank and respond, the image clarifies and the sequence quickens. Seal your consent aloud so your soul can hear it. I receive signs from heaven. Lift your eyes. Before you stands a door not carved by human hands, tall, luminous, quietly alive. It is set on the hinges of your true purpose. You cannot mistake its light. It gathers your attention the way dawn gathers the horizon. Do not resent the corridors that refused you. Those closed doors were guardians, keeping you unbound for this passage. I permitted refusals, so you would remain available to the threshold that bears your name. Beyond it, grace does not come as a trickle, but as a cascade. As you cross, expect the current to touch every shore of your life. What you earn and steward, how you feel and choose, the bonds you keep and the work you offer, the prayer that roots you and even the strength within your frame. Do not imagine a single change in a single room. See a house thrown open to fresh air. There is a cost, and it is holy. Not everything may travel with you. Some companions were for a season, some habits for a lesson, some mindsets for surviving, not for flourishing. Set down what cannot breathe in the new, resentments that have hardened like old bread, jealousies that sour the tongue, the small narratives that keep you circling the same field. Forgive as a free person, bless and release. Travel light, the way narrows because it is precise. Prepare the inner house, sweep the corners of grievance, wash the thresholds with mercy. Clothe yourself in kindness and patience like armor that does not chafe. When you do this, the room within you grows, and what I pour will not spill. Do not stand cataloguing every angle until courage evaporates. This is a weather door. It will not remain open for endless debate. Step as Abraham stepped. trust first, understanding following close behind. Place your foot on what you cannot fully explain and discover that it bears your weight. You are not asked to cross alone. The Mother of Jesus prays for you. Her intercession is a steady hand at your back. I have already arranged companions on the far side, people of peace, tools fitted to your work, resources that answer your call, opportunities ordered not to vanity, but to a fruitful holiness. Take my hand, lift your chin. When you move, the door answers, and the life I have prepared answers with it. Write today upon your heart as a turning point. The wheel that kept grinding your hope thin is being halted. The long winter is loosening its grip. What you called lost years are not erased. They are gathered and returned as wisdom, favor, and restored joy. The soil that seemed barren was being aerated beneath the surface. Roots were stretching in secret so the tree could bear the weight of coming fruit. Do not curse the delay. While you counted hours, I arranged faces, places, and timings with a precision you could not have engineered. Threads that never met are now being drawn into one strong cord. The closed road spared you, the detour trained you, the pause tuned you to my voice. When pieces click into place, it will look sudden, but it was long prepared. That stirring you feel, the quickening under your ribs, the low hum of expectation, receive it as a lamp lit before dawn. It is your spirit sensing light at the edge of the horizon. Stand, shake the sleep from your thoughts, and open the shutters. Let readiness meet the hour I am sending. Hold steady now. I will place into your hands clear, simple steps, small obediences that unlock large doors. Keep your gaze lifted and be prepared to answer when I speak. Keep these words in your heart like a sealed letter. Read them again when doubt knocks at midnight and tries the lock. Let them rest under your breath as a short prayer during the day. Hold silence for a moment each morning and evening so the meaning can sink beneath the surface where roots grow. When fear returns with its familiar questions, return here. Do not argue with shadows. Simply recall what I have spoken. Share hope. Find one person who is hungry for courage and offer a simple witness of what I am doing in you. A single candle multiplies light without losing its own flame. Speak with humility, not drama. Bless, do not boast. As you comfort another, grace widens in you and around you. Guard what is holy. Not every word meant for your heart belongs in a noisy square. Keep pearls from the jaws of cynicism. Let fruit speak in its season. Bring what you receive to prayer, to the confessional, or to a trusted guide. Do not spend it in arguments that dim the soul. Know why this message reached you now, to pull you back from the ledge of despair and to stay your hand from a hurried choice. Step away from the precipice. Give every major decision 24 hours of prayerful stillness. Ask for light, not just relief. If a path smells of panic, wait. If peace accompanies a cost, consider it. Deepen our daily communion. Let me be your first word on waking and your last word before sleep. Open the scriptures, offer the day, review the evening. Expect clear, simple guidance, small obediences that unlock large doors. Remain close and you will recognize my voice. Mark this date. Write what stirred, what you surrendered, what you received. Build a quiet altar of remembrance in your journal and seal your consent where others can join you. Today is the day of my turning point. Now I will name what draws near. First, provision. Not glitter or excess, but a strong current placed in trustworthy hands. A work door will swing, or an idea will arrive with a quiet certainty, or what was withheld will be returned, restitution, even inheritance. Receive it as stewardship. Let generosity be the measure, integrity the guard, simplicity the sign that it is from me. I am sending people, true friends who rejoice without envy and stand without bargaining, voices that call out the best in you, and for some, a covenant love whose spirit fits yours, wounds and strengths answering one another, purpose walking side by side. You will know it by peace and mutual reverence. I will touch the places that never seem to heal. The sting of rejection will lose its power. Old scenes will release their grip. A lightness will come, not denial, but freedom. With it, a clarity of purpose. The path you searched for will sharpen. The work prepared for you will feel natural on your shoulders, and zeal will rise without fever. I will raise your lamp higher, not for display, but for service. Visibility will meet responsibility. Opportunities will multiply, ordered toward mercy and truth. Do not fear the platform, fear only pride. Stay small in your own eyes and large in love. Peace will settle deep, the kind that holds when wind and water argue. A broken tie will begin to mend, conversations opening, forgiveness softening what was rigid, the new bond stronger than the old. Expect horizons to widen. A journey, a new skill, even a new place may call you, positioning you where grace intends to work through you. And your faith, tested, stretched, steadied, will stand. You will trust me not because you must, but because you have seen my hand and learned my heart. Do not seek a date on the calendar, seek a posture. The hour is near, close as breath, sudden as first light tipping the horizon. When it comes, it will not trickle, it will arrive like a sweep of events, doors answering together, messages converging, help and holy assignments clustering at once. Keep your lamp trimmed, attention gathered, shoes laced, heart uncluttered. Make room for swiftness. Leave margin in your day, say small, timely yeses, and watch how ordinary things carry extraordinary summons. A phone call, an email, an unexpected invitation, the quiet need of a neighbor, a nudge to begin. Open promptly. Do not negotiate with fear or hand the pen to overthinking. Hesitation, doubt, and passivity are thieves at the threshold. Move with peace, not panic. If confusion rises, pause to pray for light, long enough to hear, not long enough to stall. Test by the fruits that always accompany. My leading, clarity without harshness, courage without bravado, charity without self-display, a gentle sense of order. Travel light so you can turn when I tap your shoulder. Listen for the knock in the common hour and answer while the door stands wide. Step when I say step, speak your yes and let your feet agree. The opening will meet you in motion. Do not delay. This hour is marked for you, holy, brief, and weighty. If you sense the knock, answer. Let no fear, no familiar sorrow, no clever excuse steal what has been prepared. Keep your heart open. Loose your grip on yesterday's injuries and unbelieving scripts. Lift your chin and step through the door with courage and gratitude, for I go before you and I stand behind you. Trust the orchestration you could not see. When the surprise unfolds, you will read your history differently. Closed doors as shields, detours as training grounds, tears as seeds that watered the roots of today's grace. What once seemed random will show its pattern. What once felt wasted will prove itself provision. Hold this posture now. Be watchful without worry, faithful without fuss, ready to move when I whisper, and ready to be still when I rest my hand upon your shoulder. Let your yes be decisive and your love unafraid. Keep your lamp trimmed, your hands clean, your steps steady. You are not stepping into chaos, but into a design that loves you. Lift your head, breathe the new air. Walk forward as one who is expected and loved. Extraordinary love is already at work within and around you. Yield to it and be made new.